daylight. There must be an opening nearby.
The elf gives you a slow clap. Clap, clap, clap.
The perfidious Lord Kem is dead. The doctor will see you now.
The elf gives you a cool look. When he speaks, it's through gritted teeth.
A word of warning to you, my dear Losa. One you would do well to heed. Do not make the doctor wait.
We'll find something.
Nailed shut. They won't budge.
You are the foot. You are the foot that aches to run away, the foot that remembers the feel of grass underfoot so long ago. You are the foot that listens to Magister Timort's heart. You are the hand. You are the hand that hurts, the hand that kills, the hand that bleeds them dry. You are the hand that listens to Magister Timort's head. The Magister Spirit looks up at you from a tortured face. His eyes are filled with pain and terror, and his hands grasp tight to each other, clenching and clenching, harder and harder.
In this dingy hole to end my days here. And I'm still praying for the glory of Lucian. There is no task, and the more powerful the sorcerer, the better the geist.
The cells are empty. Where are the prisoners?
We don't know.
Out. Maybe they escaped.
500 escapees? We would have noticed. The damn cells were empty. The Magister's arrested hundreds, but they're not here. They're gone.
Where are all the prisoners? Who are you? Did Lord Kem send you about... Who are you? Did Lord Kem send you about the missing prisoners? Ah! So the prisoners escaped. That seems unlikely, since they were well shackled. But perhaps the Magisters are not as guilty as we'd thought. Not that that lets them off the hook, of course. You may thank Lord Kem for the information. I will put it to good use. We'll get to the bottom of this, I guarantee it. That is the ever-elusive mystery. These weren't escape artists. They were thieves and drunkards, imbeciles and liars, heretics and fools. The crudest of the crude, turned from slugs to smoke. Poof.
She spits at you. From the darkness of the look in her eye, there'll be no talking to her.
Piss off, paladin scum. I'm telling you nothing. My brother Delarus will hear about this, and then there'll be trouble. Delarus looks after his own.
You met my brother? Really? All right, we have a deal. You first.
I'm impressed. He's out there making a life for himself. That's good to hear. So, the Whites have a vault hidden below the barracks. I suspect the entrance is to be found in a storeroom in the basement. There was always a White hanging around. You'll find it easy enough.
The Whites are in their hidden vault, and that's all I know. Now, please, leave me the hells alone.
You'd betray your own? You traitor!
She glares at you, fists clenched, all spit and defiance, ready to tear your head off at the first opportunity.
Maybe they escaped. According to this, 564 prisoners are unaccounted for.
What can I do for you? Good day to you, you large and terrifying lizard. Get out of here, you dirty mutt. What'll it be?
I'm not picky, as long as the arrow flies straight.
Business must be booming for you, all their broken weapons.
Dead magisters don't tend to buy weapons.
Still,
Paladins don't need soldiers.
I serve all who seek aid, ma'am.
I heard that the paladins killed unarmed magisters. Didn't even let them surrender. Too loud. What do you think the paladins would do to us if they heard you going on like that? Arks is still a free city, last time I checked. There's bodies in the streets. This place isn't free, not anymore. I heard that the paladins killed unarmed magisters. Didn't even let them surrender. Too loud. What do you think the paladins would do to us if they heard you going wrong like that? Arks is still a free city, last time I checked. I'm not tricky, so long as the arrow flies. There's bodies in the streets. This place isn't free, not anymore. I heard that the paladins killed unarmed magisters. Didn't even let them surrender. Too loud. What do you think the paladins would do to us if they heard you going wrong like that? Arks is still a free city, last time I checked. There's bodies in the streets. This place isn't free, not anymore.
Back to refill your quiver, are you? most warm welcome. May my elixirs ease your burdens, kin. Hunters, I've got the wares you need. Hunters, I've got the wares you need. A most warm welcome. May my elixirs ease your burdens, kin. You've got an ally in me.
They got damage.
Get to it or get moving. It's the busiest day of the year.
Get out of here, you dirty mutt. Hold up, don't be shy.
Nature.
What if someone's still in there?
Welcome. What brings you by? Good wishes, friend.
I help you to know and understand. I offer wisdom at reasonable rates. We are done.
Pieces of our collective soul. Yours to buy. I've little...
Demon way to give out promises like sweets, luring the weak. Don't listen to what she says. Her evil will slither into your brain through your ears. Do it.
This way's off limits.
Stay back. It's for your own good. Found the undead freak here already chained up by the Magisters. They say she's a witch. I say...
Her voice freezes into a harsh whisper.
I say she's a demon. Creatures like this Wendigo. They mask themselves, spread their black magic to children with their songs and stories. Makes me sick. Our little ones, tools of demons. You know this trickster? Well, go on then. Probably doesn't matter who breaks her, so long as she gets broken. Just keep your head on straight. She'll try to make nice. Creep into your thoughts. Keep her out of there, all right?
What do you suppose the Magisters are doing with her?
A creature that powerful? Grooming her, probably. Send her after the young to spread Dallas's lies.
Maybe. I guess the Lawmaster will figure it out.
How did you... Yes. I miss him. I miss us. No one touched me, so...
Stop! You answer to me. I do not answer to you.
What's this? Who are you? Give me room! I feel a breakthrough approaching.
She cradles her head in her hands, then pivots towards the prisoner. Her mouth opens, yet nothing spills forth. No sermon, no screed, no threat. She turns back to you and grimaces.
Too late! The spark's been snuffed. I trust you come bearing gold or godhood for me, to have interrupted such a sensitive interrogation. The Magisters can quiet the songs of Source using their collars and cages. I would normally call it a cruelty. But this Windigo thing... she must be contained. We found her here, already imprisoned, cursing the Magisters with hexes vulgar enough to turn even a dwarf's cheeks red. The evil is strong in her. Her words are soaked in it. They squirm into your mind, planting warm memories you've never had, mesmerizing you with candy-sweet sights and scents.
Visions of Windigo's attack on the vessel sailing to Fort Joy fill your head. You look to the cell, and your memories contort and coil. Windigo cradles you in her arms, stroking your head as the waves crash around you. I'm sorry, Buttercup. I was bewitched by his promise. Forgive me. You shake your head and the vision is gone. Your eyes rest not on the prisoner, but on the paladin. The paladin sighs, in, then out. Her jaw relaxes, her hands unclench.
A sorcerer! You penetrate my thoughts as she does, yet you leave behind clarity. Not fantasy. I understand now. You are as dangerous to her as she to us. I will give you the space you need, then. May Lucian be your guide. Things are under control. For now.
You reach your hand towards the device, and your inner source is stifled, as if you'd never rid yourself of that cursed collar. You step up to the cell to look at the skeleton you know to be Windigo. The barrier mutes her source, but it isn't her source you fear, but something more, a shadow. She says nothing, but you still hear her words.
An unexpected pleasure. For both of us, I'm sure.
She looks to the nearby device, and an urge engulfs you. An urge to power down the device to release Windigo from her cell. Her mouth remains closed, yet her voice settles in your mind like a damp fog.
There are others. His chosen. Yet I am no longer among them. They seek what you seek. The hammer. I am ready to share what I know. The God King rejoices as long as I am chained. Free me, and we might hobble him.
The voice is gone. Windigo is still.
No more lies, Godwoken. No more treachery, no more death, no more betrayal. You can be free of me, and I can be free of him. Dropping the barrier requires a sacrifice. It won't be for naught. I can no longer abide by the God King's will. He would scour me clean and suck me dry of all that was ever mine. I will never be among his chosen. But I know the ones still basking in his favor. Free me, and you too will know them.
Your hand goes numb. After a bit of tinkering, the machine whines pitifully, and the shield surrounding the cell flickers off.
Come to me, sweet.
She steps forward, slowly but confidently. She holds out her hands, bony palms up. They emit no fire, no ice, no curse.
The God King no longer grants me his favor. Mask ripped from me and flesh flayed to bone, because the Godwoken still walks Rivellon. Now he's chosen another. I should hate you for what you've done to me. Hate you for the hell I've lived. But I hate him so much more. He loved me when I was useful. He cast me out when you failed to die. Go to the new chosen. See that he suffers. See that the God King suffers. In your name and in mine. Linderkem. The God King's current beloved. No more skin in his real bones than on a peeled jackfruit. And it is not only his ear the God King whispers into. The dwarf called Isbel. She bends to the king's every whim. If you want to get to the God King, you go through Linderkem. You topple his Tower of Lies. The God King. He said if I could find Dallas, eliminate her, I could take my place by his side again. But Kem, he doesn't like competition. All it took was a few whispers. They spread to the Magisters quickly. The Magisters, they've got ways of silencing Source. They knew exactly what to do. The Paladins, well, when they found me, they'd no idea what to make of me. I go to Kem. Or his estate, rather. He's got a Swornbreaker scythe. It'll free me from the Covenant. I'd be mortal, yes, but no longer a slave.
This creature, this monster, would have seen us drowned at sea. Kill her.
If the God King has truly abandoned her, then this is our chance to slay her, once and for all.
Windigo has done nothing before to earn my trust. This changes nothing.
Consider me moved, Godwoken. Your mercy is boundless. Before I leave you, I have something for you. Something I learned. A touch of void, if you will. And now I break his shackles and end this misery. No goodbye has ever been sweeter.
Windigo's bones clatter to the floor. She is free to enter the hall, free of the God King's shackles. You hear a voice echoing within you, Windigo's voice.
I am me, and only me. The next move is yours, Godwoken.
It was her that failed her lord. It was her lord that failed her.
Good for her. We should all be so free to sever the ties that bind.
Windigo's spirit quakes. She is no longer the arrogant banshee that summoned a kraken and brought down a magister vessel, but a fearful child bracing for parental punishment.
He's close. So close. Can't you feel him, Godwoken? The king approaches.
A moment of silence passes, and then Windigo's scream splits the air.
He's tearing away my soul, Godwoken. Cast me to the void if you must, but do not let him take me.
Windigo's spirit flutters and writhes. Your skull squeezes tight, and your throat burns with fire, but the substance of her being is nearly yours. Your head shrieks as if split in two by the God King's umbrage, but you have overcome. Windigo's source funnels into you in steady gushes as you sling her spirit into the void.
Go ahead, but be careful.
That undead witch. Heard her talking about some kind of covenant. Go on, be...
The only way to keep her nasty thoughts stuck inside her head is away from our kids, I reckon.
are all the prisoners?
Maybe. I guess the Lawmaster will figure it out.
According to this, 564 prisoners are unaccounted for.
Maybe they were shipped to Fort Joy.
Not according to this. Besides, they weren't sorcerers.
While the mistake lives, we shall not be free.
He's just a child. Looks it, yes. But I sense something... something sinister.
Keep memories of Lucian close. His image and words will cradle you.
Come on, you gotta let me out of it. Can't you help me?
While the mistake lives, we shall not be free.
I wouldn't do anything wrong, Mom. You've got to believe me. Let me out, please. I'm not a mistake. The Magisters put this collar on me because I can make fire with my fingers. Then they just left me here. They're so mean.
The boy's frown turns to a smile, and he beams like the summer sun. Your heart stirs at the sight of an innocent child confined to a cage.
You're so cool. I bet you've been everywhere. Can you tell me a story? Really? And then you woke up on the beach? Oh, man.
The child's glee quickly turns to sorrow. Tears come in great, shimmering droplets.
Can you let me out now? I don't think the Magisters are ever coming back. I've been asking myself the same question. They said I did some really bad things, but I'd never do anything wrong. Never, ever. Oh, please, let me out. Sure are. You just gotta light them all at once. I don't know how to do that, but you're a grown-up. Maybe you can figure it out.
He gives you a look that is at once hopeful and hopeless. One last tear slides down his impossibly pink cheek. A hungry kitten couldn't look more plaintive.
Do not lament, Seekers. Your sacrifice... The God Woken has come, as I foresaw, and as I feared. The Seekers have suffered enough for their mistake. For them, For us, turn and go. A friend, a seeker, and a guardian.
Can't you help me?
I attend the caged monster before you.
The spirit whips his head towards the caged boy. His eyes narrow, even as the child's widen in apparent terror.
It was Gareth that brought him to us. Charon, the first God-woken the Seekers found. He ate our food. He enjoyed our fellowship. We nurtured him and taught him.
We elevated him, presented him to the Order. Here he is, we cried, a claimant to divinity. Lucian's cathedral wouldn't remain empty for long. We were certain of it.
We were giddy, high on our own success. We should have seen the massacre coming, but we didn't. I was the first to die, but hardly the last. Charon is a potent foe. He took to the sky as if on wings of pure source. I might think a wyvern were attacking, had I not seen for myself his raging eyes.
The child whimpers, poking at your latent maternal instinct.
Lucian's righteous light guided Gareth and Siva. They blinded him, caged him, but the damage was done. The Seekers were disbanded. Dallas was empowered, and we will never know the comfort of the Hall of Echoes. This is our penance, and the Seeker's burden. Don't make light of the Seeker's sacrifices. Walk on. Don't look back. Let the mistake remain where it belongs. Be wary and stand tall, Seekers.
Be quick. I don't have much attention to spare. I serve the Seekers in death as I did in life. 5 wicks, 5 wardens, and 1 mistake, caged and muted.
The unlit candle nearby flickers briefly to life. The spirit shakes his head and gives you a dismissive wave.
Leave me be. I mustn't falter again.
The spirit acknowledges your presence with a slight bow, then turns her attentions to the candle in front of her. She does not respond to your attempts to speak. The spirit offers you a friendly look, but does not speak to you. The spirit shakes his head as you near. He does not wish to speak.
Sacrifice is not in vain.
Come on, you gotta let me out of here.
Please, God-woken, go.
This is our penance, and this is his punishment. Do not release him. Do not release the monster.
Don't make me stay here. Let me go home.
He gives you a look. Bafflement, hopelessness, and innocence radiating from those big eyes. But then, a grin unfurls upon his lips. A grin that does not reach his eyes.
Okay, you got me. The spirits do not lie, so you see them too. Interesting. That makes you one of the Meister's chosen ones. Siva's standards were always uneven. Looking at me, then looking at you, that hasn't changed. A trick I learned along the way. A way to use my powers. They call us by so many different names, don't they? First sorcerer, then God-woken, all the while dangling another one in front of us. Divine.
You want it bad, don't you? You're chasing this thing, this label. Maybe you're trying to save the world. Maybe you're just doing it because they tell you to.
The Seekers told me the same thing. They told me I could rise. I could be the next Divine. I fell for it. Well, who wouldn't, eh? I saw the light, but not in the way they'd expected. I heard the voice. Lucian himself. He gave me the truth. He told me to carry it. He made me real. And he showed me Ahu and the Seekers. He showed me that they're traitors. They have him captive, you know. Oh, yes. He's alive, but he's imprisoned. He has instructed me to free him from his enemies. The Seekers doubted me. Lucian told me to express myself, so I did. I showed those Seekers exactly what I could do. Seekers might be faithful, but they sure as hell aren't smart. I've killed many, but there are more. Free me, Godwoken. Release me and receive Lucian's favor. We're Godwoken, you and I, practically brother and sister. Free me, and we'll save Lucian from the traitors.
Be wary, stand tall, Seekers, for we hold madness captive. While the
Magisters and paladins, too. It was a hell of a fight. Dozens dead, and in the end, well, no one wanted to kill a sweet little boy, so they put a collar on me instead. Well, who wouldn't? Charon the Divine, said the Seekers. I was flattered. My ego loved the idea. And the power. I wanted it. I gods damned craved it. And the Seekers delivered it on a silver platter. Gareth couldn't wait to show me off to the Order, the idiot. But that was just my ego. That wasn't really me. This is me. Saving Lucian for the world is my true calling. That and killing Seekers. Same thing, really.
A few dozen, at least. Would have been more if the Seekers hadn't proved so sacrificial.
Because they're traitors. Yes, the Seekers are traitors. Ahu is a traitor. That whole find a new Godwoken thing, all lies. And how do I know that? Lucian told me. He's alive! He's being held by traitors, Seekers, and Ahu too. But you and I, we can save him. Join me, and we'll save the Divine together. Shame is powerful. Shame destroys authority. I am their mistake. If they were to tell the truth about me, they'd lose their authority. And rightly so, if you ask me. I'll kill them for that. If
And suddenly, the weeping boy is back, tugging at your heartstrings. Infuriatingly, you feel tears of your own forming in the corners of your eyes.
I'm not a monster. I'm not a monster. I'm just a little boy who's being himself, just like his father told him. I'm not a monster. I'm not.
Please, Godwoken, go.
Can't you help?
His lunacy is all pervasive. Ignore this is our...
Be wary. Stand tall.
Come on,
Seekers.
you gotta let me out of it.
You have broken.
our innate superiority gratifying? These Seekers come to us, their masters, and try to bend us to their will. And when we nascent gods express our true selves and refuse to obey, they turn huffy. The last time they tried to stop me from expressing myself, I killed a dozen of them stone dead. We can achieve great things together, you and I. It would be a shame to fight now when there's so much to be done. Ahu and the Seekers have Lucian imprisoned beneath the tomb. They tap into his source and use it for themselves. I know how to access his cell. I can show you the way once we pass the path of blood. Together we can do this. Together we can save Lucian. Together we are the truth. What do you say?
His help could be useful, if he speaks the truth.
We can always use an ally. A sane ally is better, of course, but his information could be extremely useful.
He's not all there. We need to put him out of his misery and move on.
A razor grin unfolds upon his lips.
You're mad! I can't let your madness threaten the Great Divine! In the name of Lucian, I'll put you down. It's my duty to kill you. It's also my pleasure.
I enjoy a bit of drama, don't you?
I enjoy a bit of drama, don't you?
The spirit winks at you.
Looks like we're chiseled from the same stone, Godwoken. You must be so proud.
The spiritual union is sudden. It sounds and feels as if you have fallen to the sand chest first from the coast's tallest cliff. You gasp, and you open your eyes. You bow to Alexander, as Gareth has said you must. You rise, and the bishop's scepter points directly at you. Show me. He is the master. You are the obedient hound, and he wants to see your tricks. Alexander's cloak and coronet shine radiantly upon being blessed. His face, however, is numb. He waves you off without a word. He doesn't see your fists tighten. He doesn't see your jaw clench. He doesn't know that next time will be different. Your soul rejoins your body with the same force with which it left.
I was fearless. They liked that. They claimed to seek a divine. What they wanted was a trained monkey.
The spirit nods to you.
Seems they found what they were looking for. They found you, monkey woman. They found you.
He laughs, lightly at first, then heartily. Then the laughter stops. The spirit looks to you in terror, but before he can put words to his fears... The statue at the bottom drops.
Careful! I've spotted a trap.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. sewers, if that vile stench doesn't deceive me. Queen Justinia's down here somewhere. And that Thieves' Guild too.
city of secrets it is. And you know what happens to the most valuable secrets? They get buried. Or stolen. That happens too. Some secrets get stolen, then buried. With some, it's the other way round. Royalty, my friend. Royalty holds court here. You might think me crazy, but I've seen the royal wardens patrolling these corridors. And as you can tell, they saw me. Pity, really. That would have been a good score. Would have been the highlight of my career, that. Stealing from royalty, hiding in the sewers, up to no good. They wouldn't have been able to report the theft to the authorities. The perfect crime, that. The Thieves' Guild. The secret Thieves' Guild. If I told you, it wouldn't be a secret no more. Gotta preserve the mystery, don't I? Also, if I'm honest, I don't know where it is. I don't know everything, do I? It is under a city. What is this? No!
I can hear voices. I've spotted something. That's a trap. Careful now. That's a trap. I've spotted a trap.
Careful now. That's a trap.
Look out! I see a trap nearby.